Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and welcome to a special show on a Sunday. Sorry for being a couple of minutes late. What the hell's that? Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, Can anybody else hear that? Just let me know in the comments. Can anybody else hear that? Anyway, let's carry on. Hang on. Right, hang on. Sorry, guys, we're gonna start this show again. But before we do, I just want to apologise and just tell you that internet could go off at any time. The area has been badly affected. We're living on a box, and we're going to do our best to get through all the matches and have a talk. So, oh my God. Where's my man? Hey. It was you, was it?
It was me all the time.
You may kiss the flag. You kiss the flag, sir. Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And welcome to an ARMGODS special show. Absolutely buzzing. We are rocking. Independence Cup, Dan, is on its way.
Independence Cup.
21st of March. We cannot wait to once again invade the Isles of the beautiful 51 states of the US of A.
51 states?
Yeah, and apparently Canada's going to be 52.
Are they? Greenland, 53.
Possibly Denmark at 54.
And next in the charts will be us at 55.
No, I believe Mexico could be before then. So, someone's straight in with a super chat. Let's have a little cheeky look, and it's our girl, Holly Stewart.
Oh, hello, Holly.
Team UK all the way. You better believe it, baby. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't take the absolute giant husband. Unfortunately, this time he's not very well. He's having his chest fixed and losing a bit of weight. But we will have him back in Canada, no doubt, at the end of the year. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on. And we're just going to say, you stop looking down there, Dan. You have to look at that camera up there. Because otherwise, people are just going to think we're both.
Okay. Yeah. So, more at home to look there.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to click on and we'll start having a look at a couple of matches. But before we do, we're probably going to get copyrighted. But just watch this. This is the promo for our show. If this doesn't get you pumping, then I don't know what will.
I can hear destiny calling out my name. Failure and dreams both offering, but both offering change. Surrender offers rest, but I die for peace. Don't need your protection, don't need no shield. Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. The winds of life are blowing. It brings down like rain, but I will roll like thunder. And now it's storm like hail. Rise and fall, both reckoning, both offer change. But I is a bolt of lightning. Embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. Now watch me feed. Now watch me feed. Now watch me feed. Now watch me feed. Option. I will not just survive. Freedom is near. I choose to thrive. I will live for full force, never on my knees. I will smash the door if I can't find the keys. I will not back down, I will not yield. Just like William Wallace, I need no shield. I am different, I'm not the same. I am not the same. I am not the same. I am not the same. I'm different, I am not the same. I am not the same. I am not the same. I am not the
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that didn't get you pumped, ready for the first ever Independence Cup between the US of A and the UK, then I don't know what will. We're going to go and say hello to a few people in the chat, Dan, before we get moving on with the matches. We've got all night, and we're going to put a link out there shortly when we've finished gas bagging. Right. We're going to get a few arm wrestlers chatting away.
We have got in the chat Foxy's Knob, and that's a very apt name. Jordy Chocolate Thunder Williams, Claymore, Arm Wrestling Channel, Carolyn Looms.
Oh, hang on. She's in with a question.
She's in with a question. I think 98 Gandhi might have answered it. It was, with general attendance, will there be a good view of the matches with the circle around the table? And will there be a big screen also at the venue? Let's go Team USA, she says.
Well, obviously with a VIP, you've got a big mezzanine with your waiter service and stuff like that. But down in the actual pit, in the circle of destruction, then yeah, you always get a good view, because what we tend to do it in more triangles than a giant circle. First come, first serve basis. So for any Yankee Doodle dandies who want the tickets, you're going to literally be in touching distance of the pullers. We sit the pullers in the crowd side by side. So like, the pullers are this far away from each other, so they can literally like hear what the coaches are saying. And then the people around are just like, they're literally in. It's a real nasty, mean Valhalla atmosphere. And first come, first serve on the tickets. You're going to get an awesome ticket seat, an awesome view from no matter where you are. So yeah, Caroline, and I know that you've already purchased a ticket, so out to you.
We've got also in the chat Phil Woody, 98 Arm Wrestling, Marcus Thompson, Joshua T, that camera guy, whoever he is, Holly Stewart, hello Holly, and who am I missing? I'm just scrolling down. Evan Roach, don't know who he is.
No, nice to have you here, Evan.
Mighty Moo, hello guys, hello Holly.
Oh, my sister, yeah.
Yeah, and Noah Burton, Noah's in the chat.
Always know about, is he?
Yeah. Nathan McCallan has sent a $4.99 super chat.
Wait, you're not put nothing on it, Nathan. Thank you so much, but just tell us, give us a question and we'll read it out, bud, because you are on the card. So we might even start with a match first. I've been watching a few of your videos, so we know what we're talking about. And I think you and Mantis could possibly steal the show, although I've not even told you what arm it's on yet. I'm just waiting to see which she was actually shite at.
Marcus says they need to fight for their seat. That's a good idea. A few scraps before we start. That could be quite good.
Yeah,
that's caught up with everybody so far.
Right. Okay then. So let's get the show on the road, and basically let's just jump straight into, Dan.
Yes.
What's going to be going on? Because I mean, before we get guests on and we start having a bit of banter, we've got to go through the boring stuff first of all. All right. And the boring stuff for me is just gas bagging about the pullers. Right, so let's look at our main poster. The best poster on the market by a country mile. Slightly, a few people on there have been slightly transformed by Marcus's AI skills.
No growing mullet for you.
No, I'm a bit upset that you've not got the mullet on them. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, so we can see it's Independence Cup, the first ever between the USA and the UK, March 21st. It's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be at the night, and it's going to be absolute carnage and warfare. To kick off the evening, we're having a prelim match between a big grudge match, which we got told has to happen. So it's USA versus USA.
How's that working? What does the winner join our team?
Well, I don't know. I'm not having no Yanks on our team, Dan.
They can be excommunicated and stuff like that.
No, I think we should assassinate one of them. The loser should be assassinated. Should be.
That could be your shot match.
Yeah, we could actually do that. The arm shock match with that, couldn't we? I mean, what would it be if we brought the arm shock table to win?
Well, no, you don't have to have the arm shock table. You have yourself and Marcus with a taser each. and then at any point in the match, you just press the button and it shoots the barb into them, and then you control the dial, don't you?
Well, I suppose it's gone from muskets and ball bearings. Yeah, to tasers. Okay, so we've got Michael Hawkes and we've got Tim Lewis kicking off the match. Tim Lewis, my first experience with Tim Lewis was seeing him under the table with the guy. What's he? I remember what he was called from UAL. He had a Mac Tell, was it? He had an hat on backwards, and they did a match up like that.
I remember the match, but not the names. But I've heard of Tim Lewis before. I haven't
Yeah,
heard of Michael
he's
Hawkes, unfortunately.
he does actually look pretty much like his picture. I believe he's a school teacher. I saw him at Worlds in Greece. He's a good counter himself.
So do we know what the grudge is between?
I don't know. If anyone knows what the grudge is, put it in the comments because
we'll have to keep looking at this occasionally.
Yeah, have a quick peek. So that's our prelim match, and we're very much looking forward to it. Whoever wins the match will be on the next big show, by the way. So yeah, we give them a little bit of an incentive.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So I'll let you stay with the comments for a moment.
RHCP is in it. He just says MAGA, which is Make Arm Wrestling Gods Again.
MAGA,
Maiden's Arm Wrestling Gods Again. Is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
I think. Well, Trump was on about making arm wrestling gods again, wasn't he? He had a hat that said it.
He was. So listen, I don't know how to play around with a poster, but this is what I'm going to tell you. This is our first match. This is Nathan McClellan and Mantis Denus. Now Nathan is a big raw-boned mofo.
He's fucked. Mantis will kill him. Sorry, Nathan, but
he's from California. That way on, anyway.
Yeah.
He's a super heavyweight arm wrestler.
Yeah.
He's about maybe 285, Nathan, if I'm right.
Mm.
He's well, he can pull inside, he can pull outside. And I'm led to believe that he's one of the biggest up and comers in the US of A.
Mm.
But he's also coming up against one of the biggest up and comers of the UK, Mantis Denus. In fact, our national left arm champion and the guy who pushed pork chop to his absolute limits on the right arm. Now Mantis is 115 kilos, going to be giving away a little bit of weight in this match. But he can come in bigger. Mantis cuts in from about 122, and he's in amazing form. Will anyone have seen in America hands like?
Well, yeah, when they play that game that was stolen from cricket, with the baseball, they dumb down the rules a little bit to make it suitable for the Americans, and they have this big glove because none of them can catch. Well, if you imagine what that catcher's mitt is like, that's what Mantis's hand is like.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, I believe
you're fucked. Yeah.
Is that all you're saying?
Well, I don't know him, but Mantis is mega, isn't he?
Well, I was actually willing to speak about this match.
Oh, please do.
And go in depth.
I'll check the comments.
No, but Nathan, you're in serious trouble, and we try not to swear before 7.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, watershed.
It's not 7 in America, is it? It's later.
No, it's a lot earlier in America.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's a church too.
Is it a church too?
Yeah. So sorry about that, but yeah, Nathan. So Nathan McClellan, Mantis Denus will not necessarily kick off the show or come second, obviously. But it will be one of the main matches. And we're really looking forward to it, as Dan better put his glasses on. Yeah. Now, this one I am looking forward to as well, big time. And this is Kevin Keller, Noah Burton, two of the biggest up-and-coming young superstars. Not many people have heard of Kevin Keller. I've been watching quite a bit of his videos recently. When we were speaking about this, obviously we want to get up-and-comers coming on. And I said to Grondon, I says, listen, pal. I says, I need a guy who's mid-tier, top roller for a mid-tier arm wrestler that we've got. Obviously winking away to myself, knowing that Noah's an absolute stud and has wanted an easy win. But Ryan obviously plays the game well.
Yeah.
And he brought in an absolute beast. He's not massively known, but he's well respected and he's making gigantic waves. He's a big top roller. He's weighing in about 105, so it's like 231 pounds.
Yeah.
But we're sending in Noah Burton. Shocks the world no matter everywhere he goes now. Noah Burton, everyone underestimates him. Everyone has doubted him, apart from me. I'm the only guy who's gone with him all the way. You said he'd lose against Curtis Reynolds.
No, I didn't.
He did.
When was that?
In May last year. Anyway, so cut a long story short, Noah Burton is King's moving flock with presser. And he's going to cause a lot of problems to Kevin. But I didn't think Kevin had a knock. But a couple of videos I've seen him hooking. In his training as well, I've seen him hooking. So Ryan's tried to throw me a little red herring
Of course, he would, wouldn't he?
So I'm really excited about this match because it's two guys no one's really much heard of around the world scene who are going to blast onto the world scene because we're going to bring absolute war. We all know what Noah brings, and Kevin Keller. Let's hope that you can bring it, my friend.
Noah's got a really good attitude. That's what impresses me about him the most. His favourite film, I believe, is that one called, is it The 13th Man, or it's something about the berserkers back in the times of the Beowulf and that sort of stuff. And there's this phrase that he likes, which is "they are just men," and he's not scared of anybody. He'll take on anybody, and I think he's great. And they're going to be. They don't know who Noah is at the moment, but they're going to know who he is.
Well, let's see if they know who this guy is, because both of these are absolute studly muffins, and this one should wet the palate because we got Paul Passmore, James Wall. Now, Paul Passmore's was a 300-pound absolute beast. And I saw him at thing. He didn't go his way at Knuckles Up. But I did see him pictures of him in the sauna, and he is ripped to the bone. He's like a Jippo's dog, all cock and rib. Let me tell you, the man is, well, he looks like a bodybuilder. But his opponent, James Wall, also looks like a bodybuilder because he's ripped at bone.
I was with him last week.
And you was with him last
He's
week.
even grown a beard. I said, another 5 stone and a longer beard, you look almost as good as me. Almost.
Yeah, almost. But this one does get me going. James Wall needs a couple of wins. He's been over to the US, pushed Craig Tullier to the absolute limit. Was very unlucky to not get the win over there. In fact, some people shouted robbed. We've seen him on all the big show, Knuckles Up. He's done these versus West qualifiers. We've seen him get big wins. Battered Alan Ford in Canada. He's got some big wins on his belt. We saw him push RVJ to the absolute max, who's on this card as well. James Wall is a world-class elite puller.
And he's not just taking matches against people that he beats. And I do think a lot of you're going to have winners and losers. But if you are in super matches and you're winning all the time, are you really taking on people that are challenging you? James Wall is definitely doing that.
Oh, 100%. And the thing is, so's Paul Passmore. He's not got to let his head get down. I mean, he was that pissed off in his match. He headbutted Wall and he chipped his tooth and it fell out like his breakfast. Yeah, just clearly an aggressive man as well.
Well, like the sound of him.
Yeah, so they're gonna meet together, and he sounds like an ARMGOD to me.
Yeah.
So this one, if it goes inside, I mean, my only worry is Paul Passmore's got a floppy wrist, and he's slow as a cart horse.
Sounds.
James Wall's got a solid wrist, and he's like a speeding bullet. But Paul Passmore is statically an animal. It needs to stop for Passmore to get into the match. If it does stop, it's game on. It really is. And Paul Passmore possibly could be the favourite in the overall in the strength. But we'll find out.
We will find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's move on to this one. The Copper. Kevin Palco, one of the USA state.
Against one of our criminals.
Yeah, against one. Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't be any worse. It could be like you've literally got a policeman.
Yeah.
A genuine policeman.
Yeah.
Against someone I thought who looks like Edward Furlong in that movie where he goes to prison. Is it Stomper or something? He knocks his teeth out. He puts his face on the curb and stabs the races. And then he ends up getting bummed in the shower.
Right.
Yeah, it's a vicious bumming as well. It was a very terrible bumming.
I can see why you like that film.
Yeah, that looks a bit like Conor Sale. So yeah, we've got this match now. Palco, we've seen him pull side table. It was in France, EFA World Championships. Now both guys went together. Let's get that off so people can see our faces. So they had some decent matches side table. Sale, we all know that he wasn't being as professional as normal back then. Okay, since then he's upped his game, and we've seen him taking titles. We've seen him with Commonwealth belts, having wars with Matt Smith. We've seen Palco take victories. I think he's ranked number 5 now in US of A in his weight class, 75k class, 165. And he did come over and he got leathered off Jason Hill, absolutely beaten to a bloody pulp. Now that sort of shows me where the level is. I would put Jason above Conor Sale.
Well, he did beat him in Manchester.
Yeah, he did. I would put Jason above Conor Sale. Although Conor Sale did walk away at the war zone with the big win at 75 kilos.
I didn't see that.
He come back with a big win. That was like Conor banging himself back onto the scene. But fresh for fresh, I would say that Jason Hill's probably got Conor's number. So this really entices me. I'm really excited to see where this match is going to go. Like, I know it's going to go inside, and we know Conor's got got the stamina of an Ethiopian steeplechaser. Probably the strength. Probably goes to Palco.
I've seen Conor after a war zone do one-arm pull-ups, so he's got a massive amount of strength. I think because of the fact he has a lot of wars and he really digs in, people tend to think that he's got stamina and not strength, but he has got a lot of strength. And I am impressed. I'm almost live to say it, but I'm impressed with Conor Sale because I remember him when he was very new, and like me, was very new at the same sort of time. And he's progressed massively, and I've progressed minimally. And but I've said to you before, I sometimes feel Conor Sale next year could be the world champion, or he could be outside Tesco's with a hat and a can of special brew asking you to buy him another. He's on that knife edge all the time of which way is he going to go, but he's got that potential to be fantastic, and I hope he gives him a good kicking, especially as he's for us this time.
Before we crack on, I know Wall from losing to Chocolate Thunder. Come on, Caroline.
Well, if you're just looking at the odd losses, everybody can have a bad day, everybody can have a good day. No,
I'll tell you a story. I know.
I never saw
So
it.
James Wall, he'd pulled his right arm. He'd had a big match. And then he'd been pulling side table left arm. And they warmed everybody up. And then they asked him, he said, "Oh, this competition is a bit low. So could you, would you mind stepping in and making numbers up?" James Wall, being an honourable Brit like we do, he said, "Yeah." And then Jordy Chocolate Thunder ended up getting a win on him left-handed. But we all know that James Wall's...
Was it shown? I didn't see it anyway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. We all know that James Wall's got a disability on his left arm. He's clinically 35% weaker on his left arm than his right. So let's be honest about Jordy Thunder. I mean,
yeah.
We're not going to touch on that. Well, we'll touch on his match in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't ever seen Wall pull left. Now you say about it. So.
Yeah, no. So I mean, sorry, Caroline, he got nowhere with that one, love. Yeah. Right then. Oh, Dean Bolt's back in the chat.
Hello, Dean.
We all thought Dean was dead.
No, he's not dead. He's my tag team partner, the Zuma.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Aggie, we've missed a super chat.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness, Aggie, I do apologise, sweetheart. Dan of Quake, you might be looking at these.
Well, I was trying to look on this little phone because I can't see over there with my glasses.
Let's put her on. This is the Queen of the UK, ladies and gentlemen.
UK.
Our very own Aggie Galinska. Thank you so much for your super chat. Team UK, awoo. We love our Aggie.
Yeah.
Former world and European champion. No, she's still world champion.
Still world champion.
Yeah, world champion. She's going to batter all the women around sooner or later. She's the queen of the UK. So thank you, Aggie. We love you to bits. Oh, 98's in the chat. Ryan will be here.
Do you want me to look at this or are you going to look at it?
No, you're all right for a minute.
Yeah.
Adam Beckett's in. Oh, Fox's knob. Yeah, Fox is a knob. I know that. Let's go to... Hang on, do we get rid of that cretin? Hang on. Let me just get rid of him. Sorry about this, guys. Before we move on to our next match. So what we're saying is Tim Lewis is going to win. Mantis is going to murder him. Burton's going to win. Wall's going to win. Seale's going to win. This is a clean sweep for Britain up to now. So let's just show everyone how they can get the tickets if they're interested in supporting. I mean, obviously, if people are going to fly over, that'd be awesome. But probably they won't. So for the people in America, just get yourself over to the website. So
ARMGODS.com.
So get yourself over to here. Click. A pop-up will probably come up, but we've been on it for a while. Click on there. Go to events. Go to box office. Scroll down. You'll see that beautiful poster and
like the Royal Rumble 1992, but better.
Yeah, and you'll see that. Then you'll go buy tickets. And then, let's just get rid of that. And then just scroll down. It tells you all about the location, the time of the events, your tickets, 40 quid, 100 quid. You'll see all your information. So click on there. That's how professional we are. So then you've got all your information there. You can go on there yourself and read it. And then you've got that one as well.
You do realise some of these people we know don't read. They can't read nothing. They need a carer to read it.
You can see what you get. So there you go. So just do that and off you go.
Get your carer to click onto armgods.com and they can read it to you.
Buy your tickets and enjoy the greatest show in the world.
Yeah. Right.
So let's go on to... Who's this? Oh, that's the Winter Blast poster. No, that's a sick poster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so... We'll move on to that a bit later, but that's going to be the poster. So on March the 22nd, on Saturday, this is what's happening. The biggest, the best arm wrestling contest in the world, in the competition, is Winter Blast. He's building up a massive name. They had 700 entries last year. That's bigger than Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot bigger than Worlds. And they have something for everyone. This is an amazing tournament. We've got a lot of our Brits pulling in there. Jason Hill, yourself, Tom Holland, not Tom Holland, Tom Mitchell, and others. Me and myself, I'll be pulling there as well. We'll be invading and being happily part of this amazing tournament. If you're taking the kids, they've got creche as well. So they're doing arts and crafts. They're really doing it family orientated. I cannot wait to be part of this. So that's the official poster, guys. Absolutely amazing. This match I am looking forward to. Now, Paul Cruz, Cruise Control, Paul Cruz, one of the best in the Northeast. In fact, people are saying he's the Northeast king. He's an absolute ogre of a man. Let me tell you, I'm not impressed with his arm wrestling. I'm not impressed with his arm wrestling one bit. His skills are terrible, but his strength is insane. He's like a big,
I like him already. Dirty,
raw-bone, Neanderthal type guy. Look at Stoker there. Look at that quip. He's a big Neanderthal-looking, robust giant man.
Yep.
And he's just pure side. Some style that I would love to pull. I would love to pull Paul Cruz. But obviously, we've got to bring in world champion, 105 kilo world champion. And he's just taken out one of the men on this card, Mr. Jason Merlo, the fine wine. So I could beat him in a 3-2 thriller. And yeah, if Cruz can make 105, this will be for the right ARMGODS world title.
Is he likely to? I've heard he's really big.
I think he's making 242, which is 110 kilos. I think he's making that weight, but I'm unsure that if he can just creep down them extra 11 pounds. If he can, and it's on, brilliant. Bogdan's in the form of his I mean, the guys, I saw his Insta stuff the other day. He wants all the top guys in the world. And I think, 42 years old.
And if he doesn't make the weight cut, the match is still on, but it's not for the title.
Yeah, but it's not for the world title, yeah. And we're going to find Stoker, obviously somebody else for going his world title. But it could be very well be someone from the US. So, yeah, Stoker Bogdan.
He's a thinker. I like watching him.
For me, Stoker, you know where he's going. He's whether you can stop him or not. You know when he's going for a top roll. You know when he's going for a knock, and you know when he's going for a press.
Yeah.
Stopping him is another kettle of fish. I was on the phone with James Wall yesterday, and he was telling me that Bogdan is like ripped to the bone. He's got a six-pack. He's like 103 in the greatest form of his life. Very much looking forward to it. And
Stoker had a video out the other day that he really wants to push forward. He wants to he wants to take on the very best just to see where he is. He mentioned, Krasimir, Todd Hutchins. He says, I don't know what I'm beating. He says, I want to, if I could get a pull with them, he says, I want to see what I can do.
Yeah.
That's the attitude.
Yeah, and you need that attitude. Yeah, of course. And I think you got the same with that Cruz. I mean, he jumped at the chance to pull Beach or Bogdan straight away. I mean, there's big talk in America, but Passmore and Cruz, they want to pull. Obviously, going to be on the same team, but that's something we're going to set up later on with 98. But, Cruz is a massive, big raw bone guy, big long levers. I've seen him throwing rainbow around that side table.
I like him even more.
Yeah, we like him even more. I'm impressed. And I'll be honest with you, I'm 50-50 on that one. Obviously, my heart goes with Stoker being part of the flag. But
I tell you what, I like Stoker. In some ways, I like it when Stoker's a pin or two down, because then you really see him come through. We've got a couple of pullers like that. Adam Caxton's a bit like that. If he loses that first one in the super match, there's something happens inside, and then the next one that comes out, that's always impressive to watch.
Any comments in there before?
I will look while you
before we move on to what I believe is going to be an absolute screamer. So I'll talk about it while you have a little chew around.
Yeah.
So Dan's on the world's smallest phone, by the way.
Yeah. Jim Liverpool, looking forward to this mega card. Good luck, team. Yeah, I like Jim. Good. Andy Beckett. Cory Stoker is crazy strong.
Oh, hang on. Come on, you didn't need to do this.
I haven't got there.
There's a super chat here.
I'm just coming up there.
All right, go on.
I'm just scrolling up to it. Mr. Peanuts in the chat.
Well, we know that.
Carolyn said, good to see you, Paul Maiden. You've come a long way. You used to remind me of TWMO, Twimo.
I don't know. Who is that?
That's Carolyn Newman. I don't know. Mighty Moo. That's first UK team, Esther on me. No, not yours, Paul. The UK team is immense. Well, I already did mine.
You're missing the super chats.
Well, I can't do that and talk. You didn't have it even on the screen.
I know, but I'm talking about the matches, so we'll have to think, won't we? I didn't know we could do this.
Well, this is a super chat from your sister.
Oh, hang on, we've got to read out US Liberty's Never Forgotten first.
Well, he normally talks a lot of shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's been very polite tonight.
Is
You know,
he?
he's put.
Oh, yes, yeah, never forget. Great stuff, lads. All right, we like you tonight. You're normally a bit of a knobber, but we'll...
No, you can't be speaking about people like that, Dan.
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
US
much,
Liberty.
whatever you fucking
Very, very much appreciated, as always. It goes towards the huge flight bill.
Tell Dan he's a bit of English Channel rubbish in his beard. Yeah, always. Yeah, I swam through the Calais sewage pipe as I landed in. So, yeah, that is a true comment, Liberty. I did have a bit of that. I had a lot of that, actually. That's why I'm in arm wrestling. Made me ill.
You don't pull Paul Cruz pulls you. Remember that, Paul. Behave yourself. Don't make me come out of retirement, Joshua, and absolutely throw you around. You know his last name? Joshua Tandori.
Oh, yeah. I remember you saying that the other day.
Yeah, Joshua Tandori. Every time I hear his last name, I want a naan bread with him. I want to eat him on a naan bread.
Jason Mowers, Noah to Burton to thank for everything. Somebody put.
Right, we're going to read this super chat of my sisters now. So my Timur said, one UK team Esther on me. No, not yours, Paul. The UK team is immense. Well, thank you very much. We won't be donating this Esther money to anybody else. It will be going to the beer fund. Thank you very much, sister. Right, let's have a mooch on this one. Anybody else? So listen, I'm going to put a link in the chat for any of the arm wrestlers who want to come on. Or anybody.
Liberty, come on here and have a chat. Let's see your face.
Stop bullying people.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's have him.
I'm going to put this in here now. If anyone wants to come on, arm wrestling wise, Marcus, send this around, bud. Put it in the chat. Send it around. If anyone wants to come on, then you are more than welcome. Jordy Williams, Mark Nippon. He talks some shite.
Yeah, Carolyn Lumis said you remind her of a Temu Sid James. That's good.
Yes,
that was. You need to read the thing I put the other week, which is still on. It's on YouTube. It was as if we had a carry-on script of two arm wrestling promoters doing something in the same town, and I said that Paul was Sid James and I was Peter Butterworth. So Carolyn, have a look at that on my YouTube. Dan Earthquake, find it somewhere or other. But there's a bit of a comedy sketch about what really happened when we put on two arm wrestling shows in the same town on the same day.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Joshua Davis, Bob Brown.
Love it. Joshua Davis, one of my favourites. Road warrior. No backward stepping him. If he loses, doesn't affect him. He just piles on. Hard as a rock. Love him.
I was really, really looking forward to this match. I was so buzzing when Bob Brown rung me. He says, "Hey, Paul." I went, "Yeah, Bob." He went, "So tell me a bit about this ARMGODS." And I'm doing a bad American accent, but I'm trying.
Well, you're trying, that's fine.
He says, I said, "All right, Bob, so this is what it's about, blah, blah, blah." "Oh my gosh, man, you sound awesome. I can't believe you've done all this on your own. I've heard this Marcus Thompson's a real dick." I went, "You really heard that?" He went, "Yeah, man. I mean, all the guys at East versus West, king of the table, knuckles up. Everyone thinks this guy's an absolute cock. I can't believe he's your partner, man." I went, "No, neither can I. But unfortunately, for me sins, he is." So I've cut a long story short. Bob's agreed, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I've been watching Bob for many, many years. I've been at World Championships with him, been tournaments all over the world. He's an absolute living legend.
My first, because I'm not in it as long as you, obviously, when Bob Brown was in Todd Hutchins' corner in the Devon Lavac match, and he was berating Devon and he was shouting at the referee, I liked him. He's ARMGODS stuff. And him pulling against Josh Davis, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I think that, like, you're obviously going to see with Bob Brown, you're going to see him roll Josh's hand. Josh is going to get stopped here, and it's just going to be an absolute screamer for as long as it lasts. I was having a good conversation with Bob. We spoke about lots of things I won't speak about on here for now. But the match does excite me. I mean, the thing is that what I believe is, honestly, with this, that with the old Independence Cup, we've nailed it, because even if some of the matches are crap, and they don't give the entertainment to the crowd, you've still got the fact that you've got UK versus USA, and if as long as them scores stay close, then you've got the buzz. And I can't wait, and I really hope that these Yankee Doodle dandies are going to get behind it, and they're going to actually, really see what we're going to bring. Because don't forget, this is Valhalla 4.
Yeah.
It's Valhalla 4,
I
USA
forgot that,
Independence Cup, Valhalla 4. And if it's anything like Carlingford, or it's anything like we did in Canada, these Yanks are not going to want to sit them.
Josh Davis, always on the card, is always going to be good.
Josh Davis beats Bob Brown.
Fantastic.
Bob Brown possibly needs gas and air, like 11 gas and air. Because, I mean, let's be honest, Bob's what, 703 years old?
And
I mean, Bob's older than Methuselah.
Josh Davis is 12.
Josh Davis looks about 12 years old, yeah. So if you go back in the Bible and look at Methuselah, that's Bob Brown. So
let's look at the comments while you're doing that. See if there's anything else.
Yeah, well, they do actually build up these comments. So
well, it's good. People are interested.
Marcus and Paula both molested me when I was at Catholic school. Now, come on, Ryan, you didn't get molested off me. I wouldn't be going to a Catholic school. I'm a Protestant, we don't do stuff like that. We have vicars, not priests. So unfortunately, that's Marcus's domain.
Carolyn Lumis said, I dreamt about an impromptu super match at the after pools, Paul Italia versus Paul Maiden. That's what Carolyn Lewis said.
Paul Italia versus Paul Maiden. Well, yeah, I'd like that match. I mean,
he did the dwarf step, but
he's about my level, Paul.
I like him. He's gone off the air for a bit, and he's running dustbin lorries.
Yeah, but I believe he's very, very busy with his businesses. Yeah, I mean, he's a big supporter of arm wrestling. I've got a lot of time.
I liked him. He was quite funny when he was on. Was he on your show one night? I'm sure he was.
Bob cleaned up at the Monster Factory 2 years ago. Yeah, well, he ain't going to be cleaning up at Valhalla. Only thing Bob's going to be doing is sweeping up his tears, cleaning up his tears.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Caroline, but this Team USA he's probably getting smashed a bit. So we move to this one. We go to Craig Sanders.
Yeah, bullet.
And Cory Miller. The Bullet against the Flash. And we're going to see who's faster.
Now, there's a little bit of history, obviously.
Go on, I'll let you talk about
it. At Greece this year, I was at the weigh-ins. Craig had got into the 78s. He was itching to get against Cory Miller. Cory Miller missed the weight, was up in the one above. So, of course, Murray smacked him around like a small child. Earned the 20 quid bonus off me for one, pinning him, and two, keeping him out the medals. So I was very pleased to give Murray his 20 quid because I had faith in. I said to all my team, I have little bounties on them, and Cory Miller was one of the bounties. He knew it, and I said to him, Cory, I'm very pleased that I gave one of my men 20 quid. I says, because he kept you out of the medals, and he says he pinned you as well. And it's only because you went up in weight that you didn't get the same treatment off Craig Sanders.
I had a chat with Cory, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. So then when I finally got a microphone and put under it, it sounded something like this. That was about that. That was my conversation with Cory Miller. Sounds like a rat. Reminds me of that rat in Ratatouille.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've talked to him and I did understand him.
All right, Cory. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad Murray with my training partner smashed him to pieces, and I do believe Craig Sanders will smash him to pieces. I mean, we saw him come together.
What's the weight? Can Cory avoid the weight now by going up?
Well, this is a 78-kilo world title match.
Oh well, that's.
But they've agreed to be pulling at the 82-kilo limit because Cory's got another tournament, nationals, 2 weeks later. He can't make weight, and this is
who's the champion? Is it Craig?
No, there's no champion. This
so
is the
when
first
Cory
ever.
doesn't make weight, then we just let it run, and there's no title involved.
No, there's a title involved. They're pulling at 88, knowing that they have to pull at 78 on the next one.
Yeah, but what if Cory doesn't make the weight?
He will make 82 kilos.
Well, he didn't make it
if he doesn't make 82 kilos, then obviously he can't pull for the world title.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there, so when he doesn't make weight, is an excuse like he did in Greece.
I'm really excited about the match. I'll be honest with you. Right, we saw him go at it in France, didn't we, in 2022?
Yeah.
And that was a very, very close match. I think Cory come out on top. I think it was was it fouls by Craig?
Oh, it's always fouls if he loses.
Really excited. These two go back a long way as well. So yeah, let's.
Good luck, Cory, but you're fucked.
Yeah. Right then.
See if there's any more comments while you're doing that.
Guys, come and join us. Send that link around. Come and join us in the chat. I'm just gonna put it back over there. I'll do some inviting.
This is good. When Craig was born, his mum was still getting the sweat wiped off her brow and he was out playing. Murray Whitehead's in the chat. Hello, Murray. Cole Crosby, Chopper. He's in the chat. I was talking to him earlier on. Andy Beckett says missing weight seems more nowadays. 86 kilogram Bowen. Yeah, well, that was a fantasy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Let me get back to my page because I've lost my page a touch.
that's all right.
Go on.
Craig, so fast you can drink 8 pints and piss it out before it's even warm. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
Who's this?
Who's this now? Come walking in.
We're live. Yeah, it's Rob Haven.
One of the lads have come training. Don't make too much noise. Sorry about that, guys. We might have to go in there and beat one of the training partners up in a minute.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next match. And our next match, as we wait for people to come and join us, is the Dragon David Bradford and the fine wine Jason Merlo.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this one, I am absolutely buzzing for. We have seen Merlo in unbelievable match. We saw him take out Tom Holland in grand fashion.
Yeah.
We've just seen him in an absolute right screamer against Stoker Bogdan, who's obviously one of the best, if possibly not the best in the UK right now. Bogdan openly said he couldn't do anything in a top row with Merlo. He was very disappointed with his referee's grip, but he couldn't do anything.
I'm interested in this one because I know Merlo, because I don't know all the American ones, but I've watched Merlo over a few years. And of course, we have, like you say, we've got some history. We know we've had David Bradford and Tom Holland before.
Yeah.
We've had James Wall against Tom Holland. Have we had that? Or did we not have that? We nearly had that, didn't we?
No, they pulled left-handed. They had an absolute screaming
yeah,
Ireland and Tom come out on board.
But, you know, there's common opponents. So people who try and do the arm wrestling maths are going to be like Steiner with the maths, trying to work it out, because it is very difficult to look at. He's beat him. He might have beat him. He was on the left arm. But, you know, we've got some good common opponents there. And Merlo's had one over on Tom. He got beat by Stoiker. Did he beat James Wall? Can't remember. Did James Wall against Merlo, maybe? And because Bradford's in the mix. I haven't seen Bradford since Carlingford last year. But I know he's been busy training. And
Well, I've got some news about Bradford because
Tell me.
James Wall just texted me. He just killed Otto 4-0. Killed him like a girl.
Well, that's surprising because Otto, being a bit bigger,
That
quite a bit bigger, isn't he?
Yeah, so James Wall just dropped the news in. He's just absolutely murdered Otto. So he's in
very good shape.
Yeah, he's in very good shape.
And an in shape David Bradford is very dangerous.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, as we see.
We'll have to take some extra tissues for Merlo because if he gets beat by 2 Brits in a row, he might really beat us.
Well, for me personally, this is a battle of the hand and wrist. Who's got that? I mean, they both got amazing back pressure. It's all about the battle of the hand and wrist. Who can be patient? Who can keep control?
Right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed. See, for me, I honestly believe this is a toss of a coin, like a flip of a coin. Bradford, see, a lot of people, you know, they think that Bradford's just got that top roll, but he's not. He has a very canny, even when he loses his hand and wrist, keeps his rotation well and can pull in that bit of a dead wrist. And I don't know how long he can pull in that dead wrist for, but we've seen him in wars with Adam Catcher and other people, you know. So for me, no, truthfully, if you was to be honest on form for form, this is a 50-50 coin flip. Obviously, I want Bradford to win. I believe Bradford can win if he performs to the best of his ability, but I also know Merlo can do that as well. This is about patience. So if you're listening, guys, whoever stays back here the longest wins that match. 100% guaranteed.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Let me check these. Oh, you've got comments.
No, go on, you're all right.
You look at that.
I can't really see, to be honest.
Neither can I.
Right, so we move on to what people might think is a mismatch, but for me, it isn't. It's the one and only RVJ Rob Bidgent Jr. and Lee Webber. Now, let's just speak a little bit about Lee Webber before we move on to, obviously, Rob. Lee Webber. He's been around UK now maybe 12 years. The guy's got a bicep tendon like a car seatbelt. He's multiple-time British champion. He pushed Sanders Sedis to the absolute limit. In fact, Sanders couldn't beat him inside. And Rob's got Sanders soon.
I was there. I watched it.
You saw it live, yeah. He's the ARMGODS champion. He's the British champion. And pretty much the strongest arm in the country. And this will cause a few arguments, but apart from probably Mindaugas Tulskas. Now, not many people have heard of him, even though they saw him dismantle Big Rich Lover in Valhalla 3 from Canada. But they're going to know him about here because I don't think Rob's going to have it all his own way. I think RVJ, who's already admitted to me that he's a little bit banged up, is in serious trouble against Lee Webber. Now, if RVJ cannot roll Webber and it goes inside, this one is an absolute screamer. Now, we all know how strong Rob is inside.
Webber doesn't panic either, does he? He's been around the block enough to know that whatever comes his way, there's a way through it, or he'll just say, well, that's not working, I'll try something else. But he's not somebody that panics.
No.
And he's not overwhelmed by reputation or star power. So, Rob's very strong. He's got that X factor for being the superstar that he is. He's coming back to ARMGODS. He told us on the podcast. I remember you and me and Rob had an argument one Monday night about drugs and drug testing, and he was saying about how terrible it was in East versus West, and that these people were voided up to their eyeballs and nobody cared, and that he wasn't part of it. And the next thing he was out there and saying what a great time he had over there, and now he's back with us, which is really good. So it'll be interesting to see what he's got to say with all that. What a match, though. Lee Webber, RVJ. I love both of them. I think they're great guys. Obviously, I'm a bit more good friends with Lee Webber, and but I think what Lee Webber's got is massive tools, but nobody really sees it. There's not much videos floating around of Lee Webber. They're not there, are they? So you can't really keep up with what he's doing. It's reputation of what people think. But we know what he's got.
I'm just sending a couple of messages out.
Yes, no problem.
A couple of people have.
Carolyn Lumis had another question about asking if we're going to be taking a crate of t-shirts over there, or can she just buy them off the website? It's probably best if you buy them off the website, because obviously if we're shipping them over there, it probably costs more to ship them on the airplane than it does to ship them in a crate. But maybe Marcus and Paul have got a different plan. But that's my guess, Carolyn. But I'm sure Paul.
Well, in all honesty, the t-shirts are being printed over here. We've got VIP people, so the t-shirts. What's going to happen with the t-shirts is that, because it's going to be size related, because I'm sure people might want to wear these, even though they're going to get signed, they still might want to wear them. So what we're going to do is we're running them to a month out. That gives us a chance to get the t-shirt the correct size that the person wants, and then get it signed when we're over there. We wasn't planning on sending shitloads of t-shirts over because we got robbed in Valhalla 3. We got 50 hoodies and about 100 shirts and people robbed us. Yeah. So we'll probably not do that again. But we have got a couple of little special things going. I'm not 100% certain yet, but the show's going to be amazing. Honestly, it's going to be the best opening show. It's going to be like the Super Bowl. Yeah. He's going to be that good.
Let me check the message as well while we're doing that. So, Carolyn, that's as best as we can say at the moment. Carl Crosby asks, what arm is the Webber match?
Right-handed.
That's right-handed. Mm-hmm. Marcus has answered something there for Carolyn. Thanks you. T-shirts look amazing. I'll order online when they release. So Marcus, thank you, Marcus, because I know you're reading some of this. And Marcus is on top of answering some of these technical questions, which I've got no fucking idea about. Mr. Peanut says, some people might find nut job a derogatory term. Well, harden the fuck up, mate. That's what you got to do.
Unfortunately, everyone knows when they come to ARMGODS. I mean, I'd be really good tonight. Do you not think?
I think you've been wonderful.
I mean, I've not swore once.
Neither have I.
Anyway,
I've not sworn once. I've sworn multiple times.
Let's move on to the next match, because we're gonna have people popping on in a moment. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I hope so. Right. So we've covered Webber. So what we said is RVJ is going to get beaten off Webber. Yeah.
I think he'll be close, but I think that RVJ will underestimate Webber after the first round. He'll start to take him seriously. Right.
So we've got 2 matches left to talk about. And this is Chocolate Jordy Thunder, the prison officer who
hates us. Hates the tack match. Thought it was the stupidest thing he'd ever heard of. I remember him saying it. And then he retracted it all, said that we'd got it all twisted. But I remember him saying it when he was on the show.
Yeah.
Before he was on the show, that he thought it was rubbish and it was no good. And that he didn't watch it. And he didn't watch it, but had an opinion on it. And I know it's one thing to say that you didn't want to watch it, but to say it's rubbish and then say you didn't watch it is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But James Beach was smacking him around like a small child, like he does everybody. James Beach was a novice when I started, and you told me that he was going to be the next big thing, and you wasn't wrong. Every time I see him, he's better. And even last time in Manchester against Tom Holland, it was very, very close, and he just keeps progressing on. BLM, you look at the matches you set for him and their challenges. I don't know Jordy Thunder particularly, but I can't see him doing anything with him, to be honest.
No, Jordy's done the...
He's there for the entertainment value because he was slagged us off and we're going to just put him to the sword, didn't we? That's why we got him on the card. That's why you're there, Jody. You're a sacrificial lamb for the American team. They're probably fed up with you gassing on every week with whatever it is you go on about. So they've put you up for a match with James Beach. You've taken the match. You don't know what you're up against. Beach is going to kill you, and then you're going to have to talk you out of it for the next 6 months with Ryan Espy.
Well, this is for the Independence Championship, you know.
Yeah, he ain't got hope. Fart and a thunderstorm's hope he's got.
Fart in the thunderstorm?
Yeah.
Well, here's Chocolate Thunder, Jordy Williams.
Fart and a chocolate thunderstorm.
I think James Beach is going to go through him like diarrhea.
Well, that's why you put it on, just to show.
Well, yeah. I mean, people have said, James Wall rung me up and he said to me, "Why are you giving Beach easy matches? Why are you giving Beach easy matches?" I went, "Well, someone's got to get an easy match."
Yeah, and we have to make an example of these people.
The thing is, all right, if you go on any other arm wrestling show, people actually speak about these matches like thoroughly and actually talk about them like professionally, don't they?
Well, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, Jordy you're doomed.
Yeah, you're doomed. Doomed.
Absolutely doomed.
Doomed. No, we don't dislike you, but
come on, you don't need to be giving the money out, Carolyn, but we do appreciate it. This is the most exciting event.
Are you coming along, Carolyn?
Hang on.
I'm just.
Let me read it out.
I've read it.
Stop being rude.
I'm quicker than you.
No, stop being rude. This is the most exciting event and collab since East versus West began. P. Maiden, great job, sir. 98 and ARMGODS. Thank you very much, Carolyn Lumis. You're an absolute scholar and a lady of the highest order.
I do apologise. I realise you're reading out for the retards who can't read. So I do apologise for that. Yeah, I forgot. We've got a lot of them.
And to you, sir. Texas is great. Bit of a drive, so they're having a little chat between themselves. Dean Bolt, sorry, Jordy, the housewife's favourite will melt you. Ooh.
Yeah, completely. I think he's pacing up and down there. Is that in there? Is he waiting?
Yes.
Make him wait another 10 minutes just for a laugh.
No, we'll get you on any second.
No, not no. That's Chocolate Thunder, isn't it?
No, that's Noah Burton, that.
Is it?
Oh, my gosh.
I can't see.
Thick as shit. The black dude, Jordy, totally Mug Beach. Bloody hell. We don't name things by colour on this show, RHCP. You know, we don't do stuff like that.
Jody spelt like a girl as well. Like that.
Stick your finger in. Fall the for me. Go on. He sent it $6.99. Oh, no, you have to lick it first. You wet willy. Oh, hang on, I've got to take it off. There, yeah. Go on. No, lick it. Oh! There's a bit of wax on there, isn't there? Thanks for that, spermies, eh, lad?
I bet he's one of those ones who sends money to porn sites, isn't he, to do this to somebody for that much.
Yeah, well, we've got a guest. Let's move on.
Good evening. Yeah. Why don't you hurt one like a man? Walk with an upright in your hand.
What are you fucking doing?
I can't hear you. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. You're live.
Noah, your reputation's just gone to shit because we see you doing all the hoovering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you just...
Noah, the housewife, Burton. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, gosh. We've lost you.
Noah, we did mean it, but take it to heart.
Back.
Okay, bud. So, before we introduce you,
do the washing up.
I just want to just...
Doing the floor.
Say, basically... So, basically, guys... this is Mr. Noah Burton. He is number 2 in the UK right now. An absolute stud muffin. His rise to stardom has been nothing short of fantastic. Kevin Keller is in serious trouble, and this is the man who's going to dust him.
They're all in trouble. They just don't know it yet.
No, you are number 2. You come second behind Mindy, didn't you?
Yeah, you're the silver medalist at the Nationals this year.
Yeah,
are you doing the dishes?
No, I'm going to do the floor. I'm a 105 puller, and I do not think I'm 102, number 2 at 105. So I got quite a bit to go there.
Well,
my opinion.
We can read the results, and we can be happy with that, Noah.
Well,
I'll take it.
So, what are you doing? Bleaching the floor?
Just giving it a wipe. Yeah, it's Sunday, isn't it?
Is it your birthday?
No, but might as well be as rare. I don't clean much. You just caught me at this time.
You phoned us. We didn't phone you.
Paul asked me to come in the chat. I said, give me 10 minutes. I'm just nearly finished.
Okay.
All right, well,
You got mine. I'm done. Ready. I'm here.
Right, okay. Right then. Well, I'm just going to put this match.
Not really done, but
Hey, that's that bollocks small. Come on. Look at that. Look at the mullet.
Yeah. Your mullet's in trouble now.
Look, I'm having this. No one might be better looking than you, Paul. I'm having it. No.
Who's this guy? Have him on the show now. Schmo, click the link. Let's see what you look like.
You want to be careful how you speak to Schmo. He'll get you from 2,000 yards. Don't.
Okay, let's see if he looks better than you or worse than me.
Listen, if you want to get fucking assassinated in Pennsylvania, carry on. No, don't do it. I'll tell you now. Right, let's get Tandoori cameraman back on. Why does Noah look like he just got pulled out of an Underworld movie?
He was just
I like Terror of Vampire. Let's go movies.
Pull away to get the spray tan.
Right, I just want to put on this last match. No,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can give us your thoughts on it as well.
Right.
I'll just finish this last bit there.
All right, go on, finish the last bit. So we moved on to Cory West, Mindaugas Dulskus. Now, people are saying this is the one that is the biggest mismatch on the card by a country mile. We've even had Devon Leratt message Marcus wanting to make £1,000 bet that Cory beats Minder.
I don't think it's a big mismatch.
Marcus was that confident he didn't bet him because no, it's true. Yeah. So listen, honestly, on that was a serious note. That's honest truth. Devon Leratt, hopefully, he might even show up at this event. You never know. But this match is the one that's going to bring Minder out. Okay, so for me, we all know what Cory West brings, but Minder has been making waves. He's ARMGODS world champion. He wins over Tim Bresnan. He got Rick Almbrick over in Canada. He's been chipping away at the block. He's only been pulling since 2015. He's not had a massive lengthy career.
He was in a four-way with Devon once, wasn't he?
He was. That was left-handed.
Yeah, but even so, that's he was thought enough of to be put in with that.
No, for me, Minder was set up. I mean, Minder was Tom Holland's level at left hand at that point. Neil at ARMWars decided to put him on against Devon Leratt left-handed. Now, that's just an embarrassing thing because you wouldn't do that to a guy you think highly of. Because Devon obviously talked shit to him for 6 rounds. Let Minder pull his tripe out for 6 rounds, and he was never going to beat him. Minder was actually a plonker for taking that match because it was just a fucking lose-lose scenario. There was no win-win in that at all.
I remember Minder getting the silver at the was it silver or the bronze at the Worlds when we went to the Worlds?
Yeah, right-handed.
Was this left-handed match?
Yeah, it was left-handed against Devon.
About Cory Miller now. Cory West.
No, it's Cory West. It's right-handed. Cory West. Oh yeah, no. So like Cory West is better arm, he's left, but Minder's been chipping away. And end of the day now, we need to put Minder in a match.
Yeah.
Where he isn't the favourite or where it isn't genuinely 50-50, and we need to see where Minder is because Minder's definitely coming off at 45-55 to Cory, in my opinion. But we need to know where Minder sits. If Minder comes here and shocks the world, we know that he's on that elite level, and then we can progress his matches as such.
It makes us all feel a bit happier.
Well, if he lands a bit short on this match, then we know that where we have to step in. We bring him back down a peg or two, a level, and then we work him again and build him up again. That's what promoter does. That's what you do when you look after your athletes.
Yeah.
But it's come to that time now where Minder, we have to find out how good he really is. Like everybody else has had the test. James Wall had his test. Tom Hollands have had the test. All them guys have had the test. Like Lee Webber's going to be having his test. We need to know where these guys sit. And this is Minder's time. This is where we're going to find out. Is he at that upper level just yet? Or does he need another 12 months? Cory West, an absolute stud, a wrecking ball. For me, Minder's best opportunity because it's best of 7 world title match. If Minder can slow him down, get a stop on him, round 1, round 2, and even put the brakes on him round 3 hard, draw out the match, Minder's got fantastic stamina for a big man, and Cory West's stamina does let him down.
And it's unusual for Minder to be the lighter man in this case, isn't it? He's normally the bigger
yeah,
man.
a much lighter man.
What's going to be the weight difference, Paul? Roughly.
Well, I don't know how much Cory West is. I believe he's tried to lose a bit of weight, but I think it's probably going to be about 100 pounds, 120 pounds, maybe.
That much more?
Yeah, I seem to remember Michael saying that he was about £400 and Minder would be about, what is he, about 320, something like that?
Yeah.
So, probably £80 to £100, I would guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds about right. Big boys, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, how it's going to go, Noah, I'm not certain. I'll be completely honest with you. I'll get a couple of messages through here. So.
Our big man's is on top form, though, isn't he? Like, everyone he's come across, he's just running through at the minute. Like, he's looking big, he's looking strong. It's not even close, is it, really, what he's coming up against?
Domestically, Minder, on the right arm? I can't remember it. It might have been you about 6 or 7 years ago.
Was it Kyle Hutchinson? Was it Kyle Hutchinson, round 1 of an ARMGODS?
No, if you were talking about actual matches.
Talking about matches, not pins, just matches.
Yeah, if you're talking about matches.
Oh, well.
I think he's not lost many matches since I beat him in 2018.
That's the last one I remember. I remember watching that before I was involved.
Yeah, I spanked him, yeah.
I seem to remember you wasn't exactly gracious in your victory either.
Well, why would you be gracious?
I'm just saying.
No, I beat him, and he was upset with me because I swore in the room in front of his children.
But if I'd have got a pin on him at Nationals, I'd have tap danced.
Go on, why are you there? Show us some tap dancing, Noah, because I believe you're a good dancer. Shows a bit of Michael Flatley why you've got us here. Go on.
I got the moves today. Not today. Right, listen, fasting. Catch me another day.
Listen, let's get your flute out. Let's have a game.
What do you want me
Paul, I'm not dancing.
Hang on. Hey.
Well, you said play.
That's quite good.
I'll swing for you in a minute. Tom Holland's in the chat. The most controversial man of the moment with Ryan Bowen. We're behind you though, Tom. Yeah. That little ginger twat.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, guys, can anyone in the chat know what's going to get played?
Well, I don't know.
Go on, play our music for a minute. What we're going to come walking out to.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Something like that.
The only thing that's got me concerned with them red coats is I've watched The Patriot like 10 times at least. The red coats get their ass kicked. I love that movie. But,
we get this is the sequel.
This is a sequel where we win.
Yeah, this is a sequel. So don't forget.
Listen, I think we're smoking them. The team that's going over there, I was talking to a couple of people about it today. I actually can't believe that I'm actually going over with this caliber of guys from the UK to arm wrestle in America. I'm super stoked, super grateful. They are not beating us. Just look at them. Look at the lineup. You're literally sending the A-team. You're not saying you're sending like the Avengers of UK arm wrestling. They're not beating us. I don't see it. I don't take it. No way.
Well, I'll be completely honest with you. I am absolutely buzzing for this event. I mean,
me too. I haven't missed the day's training since I got back from you telling me when I was over abroad with my mum and dad. Took a day off.
And this is the thing. I think everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's buzzing. I mean, it's just the out of the box thinking. Obviously, we're the first people ever to do a tag match. First people to ever do Commonwealth Championship matches. We're first people to ever have subscriptions instead of pay-per-views. We get paid asses on seats.
This is the first time as well it's ever going to be loser of the UK team make their own way back because we're not fucking flying you back if you don't win.
Anyone who loses,
hitchhike.
No, but I mean, when they decided on this, obviously, this has been in my mind for a while. The independence thing, and we had the match against Tim Talmadge and David Bradford back in March in Ireland. And then it was just an idea beforehand. We got a belt together. But then I really wanted to push it. I really wanted to bring it. And what you found is that it started gaining traction because, like, Ryan Grandin got on board, 98's main man, and when he got involved, and he's like me and Marcus are always shooting from the hip. Well, like, everyone knows how disorganised that we are. But Brandon got involved, and he's quite a lot more about him, and he's really proactive. He's got a good team behind him as well, and he's involved with our ARMGODS stuff, and he really wanted to push this, and now we're making it happen, and I'm absolutely buzzing because I mean you got the UK and USA who are genuinely allies, genuinely good friends, got a lot of history, and just because we had that little war, a few hundred years ago, it really does start to build it. And because we're all coming down that road of the red coats, no one's ever done that. This is more like that WWE type stuff, as well as.
Are we actually going to wear red? Are we actually going to wear red coats?
Yeah. So anyone listening now, I'm going to literally tell you how it's going to start, right? Just so you know, I'm just going to spoil it for you. So, right, Ryan Grandin is an MC. He's got his mic. Iron Paul Maiden, has got his mic, right? We already have a bagpiper, and we've got a pipe and drummer. So we've got the so we've got the pipe and drum, right? We've got a bagpiper because obviously we got some Scottish contingent in the crowd. So this is how it's going. So imagine this, guys. Just imagine this, right? Team UK all got red coats on, maybe not the grey wigs. We're all in our red coats, and we come out to. Go on, what do we come out to, Dan?
March of the Grenadiers.
Ready, go, let's go. We come out to this. So imagine this. So we're walking out to this, right? All the team, all of us in red coats, all in one line. And then we face, not the crowd, we're facing a line this way, parallel. Ready, stop. And then what do the Yanks come? Then all the Yanks are waiting there. And Brian Grandin says, "We've just had the Team UK. Well, we are bringing out Team USA." Go on.
That's pretty good at that.
No, but they're not coming out to that. They're not coming out to that. They're coming out to James Brown. Live in America.
Head down with James Brown.
Confrontation.
That actually sounds really, really good.
Woo! Right?
That
so
sounds
Yanks can walk in.
Jody Chocolate Thunder is going to be dressed as Apollo Creed. With a big top hat.
And then Beach is going to kill him. Beach is going to kill him, and then Bob Brown's going to go like this. Stare him like that. But then they'll just snap Bob Brown's fake leg and throw him off stage. So, anyway, so then Americans come walking out to that, right? And I don't think they're going to be in blue coats, but they're going to line up parallel to us. And they're going to line up parallel to their opponent. So you're going to be against Kevin Keller, Sale's going to be against Palco, Minder and West, all in a line, yeah? All just separated by this distance. We're all looking at each other's eyes. We're all pumped. We've just listened to James Brown coming to America. And then I get on the mat, and Mike, and I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the UK's national anthem." And then we're like that. God save us. And can you do that on there?
Well, I'll never try, but I'll
go on then, try it.
Hang on.
Go on, Dan.
Hang on.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to have, right? And we're going to have our national anthem. And then Grandin's going to say, General Grandin's going to say, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the USA national anthem." Go on.
And so on.
Yeah? So then the crowd's buzzing, we're all sweating, we're getting fired up, we're thinking we need to win these matches. And then you disperse. And then on the MC mic, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, hailing from the UK. He comes to you at 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing 105 or 231 of the finest pounds. He has a bicep of 19 inches and a forearm of 16.35. Please welcome Mighty Noah And then next minute, you're coming out to fucking bagpipes. Right? And then Ryan Grandin grabs his mic and says, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the guy who's going to get lost, beaten, stole, raped, and pillaged, Kevin Keller. And then that's it. Game on.
Yeah, you pin him 6-0, and then we all cheer you, and you go and get the beers in, and then we go on to the next one.
Will I get 6 shots at him? What was it? Best of 5?
I don't know.
Best of 5, yeah.
I just made up. You pin him an extra one just for the crowd.
So I don't know what anyone thinks of.
Super chat.
Have we got one?
Was that one from earlier?
No, that's from earlier.
Well, don't fill up the ones from earlier. We want to see the ones from now.
Oh, yeah, okay. We ain't got any more. No.
Send us a super chat, somebody, so we can read one out. I don't know. Is that how it works?
People give us enough money.
I know, yeah. Don't send a super chat then.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So I don't know what you guys think of all that. Like if you like the sound of it, but
that sounds amazing, Paul.
Yeah, but it's game on.
That sounds really cool. We're gonna have music playing in the background as we're competing.
Yeah. Of course, we're doing ARMGODS shit.
So proper ARMGODS atmosphere then.
Oh yeah, so they're all going to be in a circle. People are going to sweat. The sparks are going off. The smoke, the red lights, the moody atmosphere.
Conor will be on the floor drinking a bottle of whiskey before he goes on, all that sort of stuff.
The music's pumping, it getting all intense in the rounds, and then when we're in between the rounds, and then it's a minute rest. We don't want the people in the crowd sat there going miserable and waiting for the time to be over. So what do we bring in? We bring in Country Roads, take me home to the place.
And we got the
I belong.
And we got the buckets of water, didn't we? That we throw into the crowd.
Yeah, we got them as well.
Yeah.
And then the next minute's rest, it might be the finger buzz is coming and everybody's jumping. Yeah, and we'll get these Yankees.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good.
Pumping and jumping.
I got about 5 minutes left, Paul, and I got to shoot.
Where are you going? You going to see a nice girl or?
No, I got my sisters over with the kids, and they'll be leaving soon, so I got to see them.
Yeah. So, what matches are you looking forward to most, Noah?
I'm looking forward to Lee Weather and RVJ.
Mm.
I am. That's kind of really sticking out at me. If he can't top roll Lee and it goes anywhere sort of inside, it could be a long day for RVJ. I'm looking forward to that one. Looking forward to Stoker and Merlo as well.
Yeah,
that's going to be good. I know about both opponents pretty well. So some of the other matches, I'm not super familiar with everybody. Like James Wall's guy, I haven't seen him much. And Josh Davis and Bob Brown, that's going to be good. That's going to be wicked. That's going to be exciting. That can't be a boring match.
No,
I'm looking forward to all of it.
I'm just I'm sorry, boys. I'm just texting Dean Bolt. He's watching it. He's watching at home. I've not heard from Dean for a while, and he just said he can't believe it sounds absolutely awesome, and he can't wait. Josh, hang on. Oh, Josh, click on that link I sent you, you ginger dickhead. Yeah, well, just click on it now, so everyone and then put lads on the show for a minute. While we're talking about Independence Day, hurry up. All right, bye. Yeah, that's how you speak to your people you want to get on. So Dean, unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna make it on this evening. He's got busy with work. So Josh Davis is coming in a moment, ladies and gents.
You was looking as big as a house the other day when I saw the picture of you. No, are you feeling good?
Yeah. I've been training really hard. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. Yeah, just couldn't hear you for a second then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can hear you now.
Yeah, I've been training pretty hard.
Okay. So, what's different in your training, Noah?
What's different?
What's the difference in your training this time?
Well, I am training for a start.
Yeah.
So,
more hand training.
I'm kind of just training in general. Last year, I didn't really get much training in at all. I kind of just went on a little mission of partying, beer, and arm wrestling, and it's landed me in America. So now I have to train.
Yeah.
But since Paul gave me the news, I have been on it training. So we'll see if it pays off.
Well, the mini tank's joining us for a second.
There he is.
Oh,
Josh.
I thought you was training, not shagging.
Only 2
look
weeks
at
into the
him.
rest of mate.
He's got a fucking bingo wing. Do that again. But yeah. Oh, it's Greg. It's riding Greg. How heavy are you, Greg?
How heavy am I?
Greg looks like a squirrel.
I look what? Say again, Paul. He's breaking over.
Is that just you, Paul, or is that no? Are you good, or is it we freezing?
I'm good.
They
Can
froze
you hear
it.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think they froze, mate.
What's happening? What are you saying? What are you doing?
Nothing much. You know, with the lads,
We're
mate.
back. Can you hear us?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there he is.
I don't know what's going on. We lost internet for a minute. It's a bad area today. Really bad.
Fox was in the building the other week. That's what's with it.
So, on a serious note, how's training going, Josh? What are you doing tonight?
Just training with Andrew, Greg's first session back.
Josh.
Injury. And with all the guys like they start to go just nice training back, that's all really.
Hey, Greg. Greg.
Hello. Hello.
Greg.
Hello.
Greg.
Hello.
Did Neil Pickup ring you and ask how you were?
Yeah, he's speaking to me.
Did Neil ring you and ask how you were, or was it just me?
No, he rings regularly.
Coming round with medication.
How are you keeping?
Got a delay, haven't we?
We've got a delay. Can anyone hear us? In the chat, can anyone hear us?
I think Paul's got a global delay going on.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but we're losing you all.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine, mate. It's you.
Can anyone hear us?
No, I can hear that.
I can hear you fine. I think it's all right for
Is
them.
it Paul that's breaking up for you?
Yeah. This is weird.
How you doing? Noah,
Noah,
you
can you hear me okay?
Doing all right, Greg. How's it
Paul,
going?
we're having a conversation with you.
Noah,
Yes. Paul,
Look at him glitching.
some up with them.
As soon as we jump on, they go back.
I'm good, Greg. What you been doing, Greg? What you said much of you?
I tore my bicep off, so I've had a couple of operations, getting it back on and getting it a little bit healthy. So tonight's the first session back.
You healing up, okay?
Yeah, well, it was slow to heal initially because they kindly gave me a staph infection. So I had like a leaky arm. I had to have it cut back open so I could cut infected stitches, stuff like that out. But it's closed up now, feeling strong. So back to the
Good,
table.
man. Good.
Back to business.
Feeling good to be back training.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, I've gone. Hello, anybody there? Hey, Dean.
Oh, hello.
I don't know what's going on. They've just gone there, glitched. It's just me and you and
Yeah. No, it's okay. No. Oh, I'm
Can
always
you hear us?
glitching. Are you useless?
Have you got your beard, boy?
can
Pardon?
everyone hear okay now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
me and Noah having a nice
Can everyone hear
conversation.
us
Stop
okay?
interrupting us.
Hello. Well, I got to go.
Oh, we're back. Hey, Dean. So where are you, Dean? I know you're not very well.
I got my own private room. Look at this.
Oh, where are you, Dean? I didn't know you were something was up.
My own ensuite.
Where are you, Dean? What's up?
I mean, I had an infection in my jaw.
Oh, it's not very good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
How long are you in for?
Like I don't know. What's this Sunday, isn't it? So I came in. I don't know. I came in something like Friday. I think I'm in for a few more days.
Oh, must have been a bad one. Keep getting over an infection. What happened?
You don't know.
There
Something.
he is.
Ah, Dean.
Oh,
Hey,
there you
penis
go.
enlargement surgery
Is
good.
that for
Yes.
infection?
That, yeah.
Is that for your penis enlargement?
Did they cut your ear off when they tried to enlarge your penis?
No, they have to downsize it because
What,
they said
your
the
ear?
the,
They
the
size
rest
in
of the
your ear to
Welsh
enlarge your
were
penis.
feeling inferior.
They needed the cartilage from your ear. That's what I heard.
Yes.
Ah, he's trashing the place. How you doing, Dean? You all right?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
We're missing you tonight.
I know. You waited for this, didn't you, to start training back?
Aye, Greg wanted to pull his bolt out of his arm, he said.
I wanted to see if the bolt could hold up to the bolt.
Come out, he had to let Dean in then.
I tell you what, the hospital's nice.
I've not been to that one. I was going to come
Oh,
and visit you
it's-
just to spy it out, see if I was missing
like
out on the other surgeries I've had.
It's like a 5-star hotel. It's amazing.
Guys, I've got to head off. Nice speaking to you. I'll see
Oh,
you
yes.
soon.
You know what? See you soon.
That's you soon.
Keep training, mate. See you soon.
Stop it.
Ask Josh where he's got his top off.
Josh T, 97.
Josh, why have you got your top off?
I only trimmed up my top off, mate.
Show him what's up, you on, Josh.
Oh, I don't want to know.
He done. Secret.
Yeah. Josh knows that fucking arm wall's top. If it was anyone that sure, if he gets fucking burned alive.
See you soon.
I can't fucking hear anything. There we go.
What are you going to do, Josh T?
Hey, Josh Tandoori's on the line. That's a dodgy pedo task if ever I've seen one. Oh man,
What?
guys, look at that.
What?
He's fucking, he's fucking Ned Flanders.
Hey, Paul, do you have that fucking microphone in your mouth? Jesus.
Next week,
Next week, man. Catch you later. Keep it there. Next week, man. Yeah.
Hang on, let's remove them. Right, listen, Josh. Can you hear us okay now?
Yeah, I'm listening through this, so it's not very loud. That's all.
Right, okay, but on a serious note, mate, fucking hell, that is one dirty pedo tash. You need to get that off.
Come on, man. You got to do it for Dale.
That's a serious serial killing pedo tash. Like,
Bro, it's a
Dino,
70s stash.
So, Josh, right, I don't know you. I just know that you're in our group and you're part of the Winter Blast team. What is it you actually do?
Well, I was the gentleman who live streamed Winter Blast last year. So I streamed Winter Blast for 11 and a half hours last year. And I physically won't be doing it again this year because I'll be refereeing. I'll be down reffing on one of the tables, but I got a buddy of mine that's going to come help run everything when we all set it up. But that's really it. I just help with production, do the live streams, help with YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, I know that 98%, obviously, this runs the day after the Independence Cup. How many numbers are we expecting for Get this year?
Well, it's not quite the same as last year because, everybody finally got out of the house. Everybody finally got out of the house after COVID and all that. Hoping to get roughly around the same numbers this year, if not more.
Oh, gosh. So we could be looking at maybe 1,000 people in the room then.
That's what we're hoping.
And we just got another super chat from Caroline Lumis, and we'll just say thank you once again. Where she says, "Yay, Josh T, touch of class, Murica. What's your take on these shenanigans, Brits versus Murica? Josh rocks. Give us your take, Josh. Give us your take."
Well, I mean, do you really want round two?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you needed the French and the Indians to help you last time.
Oh, come on. The French and Indian, 17. Come on. What year was that?
1776.
1755 was the French and Indian War. Stop it. Anyway.
No, they helped you at the end.
So? Because they were here already.
No, come on, listen. Let's be straight, right? Let's be straight. Majority of you, rather potato pickers from Ireland.
Here we go.
Like you're British or you're Jewish, and you don't even have your own country really, and you just that's about it, right? So the truth is, right? You are the most disgusting nation on earth. You try and rule the world. You've only just got rid of slaves. You bully all the small nations. Well, one thing about it, Josh, is you ain't going to bully us because me and the earthquake were coming over for Team UK. And 1777, 1776, it doesn't matter, Josh, what's being said and done, because this ARMGODS team is taking over your continent once again. Listen.
What kind of blasphemy is this bullshit? What do you think you're going to do? You're going to come step on American soil? Oh, God. That would be hard. That would be a bad idea.
Boom. Listen,
That would be a bad idea. Remember when the Japanese did it? It didn't turn out very well. I'm just saying. I mean, just 1776. I mean, 76.
100 years off.
Then 76.
Yeah.
It's 2025. It took you this long?
Yeah. Well, look, we used to be in charge of the world. We had a just to let you guys have a taste of it.
I get it. You thought we got weak because of the last administration. I got it. We got it.
Yeah, that's exactly
We're back to normal now. We're back to normal. Don't worry about it.
You remind me very much of Ireland. When Britain went over to Ireland and we absolutely decimated the country, we killed people like Marcus Thompson, absolute scumbag like Marcus, right? We didn't kill him, we just imprisoned him because like Marcus Thompson is an absolute scumbag and he's in the chat now, right?
I think Marcus is a fucking stand-up guy.
Oh, you would though, because guess what?
No.
You Yankees are American. Or Yankees or whatever. Oh, we're from Ireland. No, you're not. Like your great potato picking granddad was from Ireland. I'm an American. I'm like Irish. I was like my family's from like Kilkenny. No, they're not.
Not mine.
No, they're not from Kilkenny. You're not Irish. You've got all these big like parades in America for Paddy's Day. You're not Irish.
Plastic paddies.
Yeah, the plastic.
St. Patrick was fucking Italian. St. Patrick was Italian.
Oh, man. Oh, and you're them Italians as well. Them
Oh,
Italian
good old St. Patty. Shh.
well, that ain't me though. Listen, we eat them fucking Irish for breakfast. You got to remember that.
What you have for breakfast is beans on toast. You have fucking beans on toast. Yeah.
We eat them. We own them as well. Like we own them Welsh. We own the Scots. We own the Irish. This little tiny dot of a
That's
nation.
it, Paul. Me and you, winter blast. That's it, buddy.
You couldn't fucking top roll a fucking
Me?
pudding.
Winter blast. You couldn't pull me with your booger hook.
Right, I tell you what then, you little shithouse, right? We're a little Ned Flanders pedo tash, right? I'll come and meet you when I'm seeing you looking outside of school. Probably, definitely outside of school, right?
Kevin Palco's got you on his list already.
Yeah, Kevin Palco's got you in his notebook, so you be careful, son.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, in Palco's notebook, he'll be putting the fucking cuffs on you.
Why would Kevin Palco put I don't understand. I'm confused.
Because you're a pedo.
Because I'm a pedo. The fucking mustache. All right.
I'll see it, yeah.
David Snubbage. Who's the wizard sat next to Paul? Oh, God, no.
That's the fucking, I was just about to say, he's a garden gnome. That's the roaming gnome.
I can remember it.
He's actually...
Thanks, Shubich.
His last name is actually Earthquake, Dan Earthquake. So that's his actual genuine last name. So we can't be bringing our team captain over, Mr. Dan Earthquake, and losing against you Yankee Doodle Dandies. Because end of the day, right, like this tiny little nation, like size of a pea, took over 2/3 of the world. It took you Yanks, it took the complete nation of France and all the Indians combined, because you borrowed the ones from Canada as well, right? To come and just try and repel us. But you couldn't even repel all of us. You could only push us out to a quarter of your country. We decided to leave because we thought, well, hang on, what we've done, we've laid our eggs, we've raped most of the women you have there, we've stolen most of the gold, we've took everything, and we thought, well, we may as well leave you, with something, and we sailed back home.
With what? With what? You guys left us with. Let's see. The founding fathers. We're British, but they knew it was a bunch of bullshit over there. Oh, that's right. Ungrateful.
Birmingham. Oh, Birmingham. Birmingham, Alabama. No, Birmingham in England. Boston. Yeah, Boston in England. York in England. What else?
California. Is it Birmingham as well?
Yeah, and then what is it? New England? Yeah, New England.
They didn't have to think very hard for that one, did they?
No, Manchester in Boston, Massachusetts, and Manchester as well. I mean, come on, we're still there. Why do you not realise that we just left our seed there to grow?
So what are you saying? You're like Hydra?
Yeah, but pretty much we just own you. Like, let's be honest, we own you.
Except you love it over here.
Right. Have we got anything in the chat? Because I know we've been blabbering on, and someone called you a guardian gnome. Yeah, Dino,
have him on. Give him the link. Send that fucker.
The link's in the chat. He won't come on, but he won't. He'll beat you up.
He will.
So Dino, what's wrong with the face? You've got an abscess. What's going on?
Oh no, it's all sorted now. It's just I couldn't open my mouth, so I couldn't eat or drink for like 5 days.
Okay, well,
Dean, I can't believe after all the false times that Paul said you're in hospital, you actually are in hospital.
I'm actually in hospital, I know.
Are you sure that's not a film set and you're just having a son?
Yeah.
Was it like an abscess in your tooth? Or?
Oh, it was in the jawline.
Fucking hell.
Look at that, they've had to shave my beard. Devastated.
Oh, hell, yeah.
You look like one of them dogs now, what's had that thing round its neck. No, I'll be honest with you, Dean.
Yeah.
Like, them glasses don't suit your face. You look like you've got a massive Roman nose.
I think my eyesight's gone as well now.
No, man. Are you diabetic as well?
No, that's the only thing that's okay.
Well, as long as you're all right, but that's all that matters. So, what's your take? Obviously, you're not in the team, Dean, due to you being absolutely shit.
Yeah.
So
I think it's every match is close, but I think the Brits have got it.
Who are you looking forward to the most, Dean? What's the match that's really captured your imagination?
Lee Webber. I think he's going to shock the world. And I think Mindy's going to as well. I'm not necessarily saying Mindy's going to win, but I think he's going to, get people looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And Josh, on a serious note now, bud, what matches are you looking forward to most? What's your actual genuine thoughts on the Independence Cup, the Independence belts and stuff like that? What's your thoughts from your side of the pond?
I think it's a fantastic idea, to be honest. It's a good rivalry. I mean, it goes back a very long way. I don't have any particular matches that I'm like really excited for. I just love arm wrestling, and I just can't wait for it to go down. Not only the super matches that you guys are going to hold the day before, which I believe I'll be helping with the live stream on that.
You will, yeah.
And then the tournament I'll be reffing the next day. So I'm pretty neutral. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, obviously I want my guys to win, but that's just being biased. But I have but I have nothing against anybody there.
No, we've got everything against your team.
Haters gonna hate.
No, I don't hate. I want everyone to succeed. I just want to smash you all to bits.
I think it does add an exciting aspect. The fact is, you've got country against country. It makes it much more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, the best atmosphere for me ever and some people might agree, some people might not, is the team atmospheres. When we went to Canada, for me, I mean, out of all the Valhalla shows, out of every other show that we've done with ARMGODS in Wales and everything, Canada was unreal. When you pitted the two teams against each other, it just brought something so special, so different, and that's what I'm really hoping to draw out with a independence. And if we can draw that out, then we're at another level, because it's never been done before. We've got an independence. I mean, no one's thought about that. We've never done it before. This is literally something that we can run every year, every couple of years. We're going to have a big Independence Cup. We can get qualifiers going for the teams. Obviously, ARMGODS is making its way into America now, and with Ryan at the forehead of it all and his team. And we're so excited about moving there. We're already in Canada. We've got great contacts over there. We're looking to have like a Pan Am Cup between Canada and America, without UK even being in there. Then we might do a trifecta. We're just looking at all different angles that are not being used, and this is just another one of them. And if we can nail this properly, we can get the support, we can nail it, then I honestly believe that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we become the biggest arm wrestling promotion in the world. I genuinely believe that with ARMGODS. I just feel like...
Paul, you lost your mic.
Oh. Sorry about that. I honestly believe that we have something different that nobody else brings, and if the Americans play their part on March 21st, then people are going to see it.
Don't you worry about us. We're going to bring it.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I'm the team. Don't get me wrong. I'm not worried about the matches. I'm not worried about the team aspect. But I do want to fill the crowd, because if we fill the crowd and we get what we have in Canada, we get what we had in Ireland and Wales, then you guys are really going to see what we're about. And once you play into that, we've made it, because we do things different. The way we are is different. We're not trying to compete with everybody else. We're not trying to copy anybody else. We just want to be original. We want to be innovators, pioneers. We want to push it to the max. And I believe that that's what we do. We're not everybody's cup of tea. I can appreciate that. I'm a loudmouth Brit. Obviously come out with a load of bravado crap half of the time. You love us or you hate us. But honestly, just by the explanation I give earlier about the teams walking on stage, that 10, 15 minutes it takes just for introduce the teams, and the way it's going to be out there is different. And when I was speaking with Bob Brown again the other day, he's so excited. He loves the ideas. He's been telling people for years that it needs this, and it was all similar things along the lines of what we're doing. So with the help with 98, and your team, obviously, with you being a major influencer in that as well, Josh, I'm absolutely buzzing, and I cannot wait.
And Paul, think of it. Have any of you guys ever been in the service at all, and had to, and fight in war, and you have your brothers in arms? You know how it's a different feeling than just standing up there alone. When you're backed by your team, your guys who you would. I mean, this is arm wrestling, but I'm coming from a different spot. But when you're backed by your team, who would, in this case, exciting. It stokes up a primal fire within you to just fucking win. I'm there to win. I'm not there to do anything else. We'll fucking win. It's just, it's there. I'm gonna punch my fucking screen.
Yes, Josh. And Caroline Lumis has just sort of like sent us $5. Thank you, but you've interrupted the way we was moving. Then, Caroline, don't do it again, or you'll be slapped across the cheeks. Josh T, there will be a ref seminar on Thursday or Friday.
Now, I answered her already, but as of right now, I don't know. But I'm going to use 90%. There will be a ref seminar, but this is tentative as of right now, Carolyn. We will keep you in the loop. when it is decided, we'll come out with a flyer with details of all about it. All right.
And what I will say is this also. Spermies, what cheeks? Come on, Spermies. We all know that I'm a bat for the other team. I'm not interested in ladies, unfortunately. That's not my cup of tea. So, I've lost my train of thought now. Bloody hellfire. Yeah, what we will be having is our rules are different. So, for anyone who doesn't know or needs to know, the rules are on the website. Please go and check them out because we do things a little bit different than most. Obviously, we don't have any warnings. We only have 3 fouls. You get 30 seconds to get your grip, and then it goes to like a close your thumbs, close your hands, ready, go. We have running fouls. We have 3 fouls. We have no king's move allowed on the defense or the center table. It's only in an attacking position, and if you're in a king's move in any of the other positions, you get a count of 1, 2, 3 to stand up. If you don't stand up, you get 1 foul. You get a count of 3 again. 1, 2, 3. If you don't stand up to your shoulder above the peg, above the table, you get another foul, etc., etc. We try and keep this as fan-friendly as possible. The Canadian refs did an unbelievable job. They was honestly unbelievable in Canada. And the competition, 14 matches, was over in about just under 3 hours. That was walk-ins, absolute unbelievable matchups. The referees just kept it flowing. And we try and keep it flowing. Obviously, we want to be fair for the arm wrestler, but we want to keep it flowing as well. And that's part and parcel of actually keeping a crowd in the room. Nobody wants a 5-minute setup, people screaming and moaning and no one wants that. That's not going to keep bums on seats. Because as we've already had in the conversations, that I'll be completely honest with you, it's not the arm wrestler that we need to attract to arm wrestling. We're all of us on this screen are arm wrestling purists. We all love arm wrestling. But the issue that you have is there might be 100,000 arm wrestlers around the world, but we don't want them 100,000. We want the 7 billion people around the world to get interested in arm wrestling. And you have to look at all these other sports that have aged like a fine wine to actually appreciate what's going on. So, for instance, if you look at boxing now in UK, we're getting sometimes 95,000 people in a stadium. Now, you can't see them people in a boxing ring when you're right up there in the tearjerkers. You know, all you can do is look down or look at a screen. But they're not there for that. They're there for the atmosphere. They're there to dance, to scream, to drink beers, to party. It starts before the event. It's at the event. It's after the event. Your dirt's one of the most miserable sports in the world 25 years ago. Now you've got 17-year-old millionaires. The crowd's going wild. People don't go to watch the dirts. They're too pissed to watch the dirts. They just go to listen to the music. And everything else. 180. Snooker's going down that road. All these other sports that go down that way. Yeah, of course, you appreciate the sports. There's going to be some purists there. But most people who go there are just friends of friends of friends of friends who want to enjoy themselves. And that's what we need. We need to fill people, get people in the crowd, keep them in there. You know, need to be selling beer, buying hot dogs, getting horses on seats, because when sponsors look, that's what sponsors look at. They're not no one's going to sponsor 5,000 arm wrestlers, 5,000 a crowd with 5,000 arm wrestlers in it, because we're going to watch it no matter what. We're bringing nothing else to that table. But you start bringing 5,000 people, like from next door but one, and Sue from number 23, and Barry from number 116, then sponsors start looking at you in a big way, and then we have the opportunity. And guess what? We're doing that already on a very small scale. It is a small scale, but we're doing it. Dean?
Yes, I'm still here.
Good stuff. So you're looking forward to it all then, Josh?
Say that again?
You're looking forward to it all then, Josh?
Oh, heck yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait. You better keep clutching that, Paul. You're going to need it.
Yeah, we'll win you over, and you'll be taking one of them home with you to say that you're one of us.
I'll take one home and I'll put it right here.
Kiss it, Josh. You can kiss it.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that anymore.
Let's have a little look in the chat.
Who we got in the chat before we wound up?
Yeah, before we start wrapping things up. I'm surprised Ryan Grandin's not wrote on.
They are. Free cocaine for everyone. That's what Ryan Grundy says.
Nonya is a man of few words. Frequently recites them loudly, repeatedly and randomly, at varying cadences in an exceedingly brief time span.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't wrong.
He does come out with some stuff, does Peter? I love some of his stuff.
I did hear Nonya say something really funny on one of these.
Dan, share the mic with Paul.
Nonya's a chap who's had all sorts of arguments with Evan.
Get closer, gentlemen. There you go.
Yeah.
Not to butt. There you go.
And Paul was getting really annoyed, and he said something like, he says, I was staring at you, and you had nothing to say. You looked at the floor. And Nonya says, yeah. He says, you had too much homosexual energy coming towards me. He says, I just had to look away. And it was hilarious. They were arguing, and yeah, he's funny. This bloke Nonya.
It sounds like a girl's name to me.
I've never heard of a name like that either.
So, do you pull, Josh?
I mean, I practice, if that counts. I've only done 2 tournaments before, and that's about it. Other than that, that's it. A little over a year, 13 months, 14 months, maybe, something like that.
Yeah. So, how many kids in that time?
How many kids did I have in that time?
No, how many kids did you pull in that time?
Bro, that's multiple times a day. Firing off a couple knuckle children in the comfort of my own home is great.
So, on a serious note now, before we leave, have you got any final words for Team USA?
As you're the sole representative.
Yeah, as nobody else from the USA has even showed the face.
It's all right. This is the only one they need. All I gotta say is you better eat your beans and toast, gentlemen. You better eat your fucking beans and toast.
Beans and toast.
And maybe some Vegemite, or is that the Australians?
That's the Aussies.
Yeah, that's the Aussies. That's absolutely shite. Yeah. What are you drinking there?
It's just water.
All right. You're a boring bastard, aren't you?
I have to be. I physically can't drink alcohol. It makes me very, very ill.
Not ill like Dean Bolt. This is hardcore. Dean Bolt's in the hospital bed.
Yeah. Joined us.
I think it's from the spider bite.
What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about?
He's in the hospital up there.
Who?
Dean, show him your room, Dean.
Oh, Jesus.
That's true ARMGODS dedication.
So what happened?
Don't know. I got bit by a spider. When was it? 2 years ago.
And since then he's been able to climb walls and shoot webs from his arms and everything.
And it came back all unknown, and suddenly I've had a big infection in my jaw.
Holy shit. Okay.
Well,
I hope you get better.
Oh yeah, I think I am.
Well, without big your jaw looks, I don't think it's an infection. I think you just need a diet.
Well, I thought he had a big wad of chew in his mouth.
No, I
see it now.
That's being drained. Isn't that lovely?
Ooh.
Come on, squeeze it for the camera. Get close and squeeze it for the camera. Come on. Come on.
I spent 4 days talking because I couldn't open my mouth. I spent 4 days talking like Bobby Boucher, the water boy. Yeah.
Yeah, what fucking Bobby Boucher was that?
I don't know. My name is Bobby Boucher. My mama said you like the devil. That one.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Right, listen, we must go on to this super chat, then we're going to get going.
Well, Spider-Man.
Candy Passmore says, sorry to hear that. Well, Spider-Man, more like Wish Spider-Man, no.
Make-A-Wish Spider-Man.
Timu.
David, that's terrible. You're abusing us. I mean, we called you a guardian gnome. And Very saying Dean Bolton, buddy, a Make-A-Wish Spider-Man.
I'll tell you what, the Americans got something right.
What's that?
Fentanyl is fantastic.
Wait, what is?
Fentanyl.
Oh, that comes from south of the border.
Oh, you have to bring some back for me, Paul.
I remember Dean when you left me in Turkey. So like me and Dean are not really friends anymore. We used to do shows together. But this is, I don't know if anyone's ever watched that movie Midnight Express in Turkey. You know, where the guy gets caught with a bit of cannabis and then gets raped all the time for like a year. Anyone watch that? It's called Midnight Express. It's a quite disturbing program. So me and Dean are over there at Worlds in Turkey, 2018. Was it, Dean?
Well, yeah, obviously the story is bullshit, but the year is right.
No, so it's 2018, right? And we get to airport. I'm on my own. I'm with a young, vulnerable young girl and a blonde missus. I'm prime pickings for raping and stealing kids and everything. And Dean, my plane was cancelled. And
we had stayed in the worst hotel in the world ever.
He left his mate in a foreign country with a young child who could have been sex trafficked, with a blonde woman who could have been passed around like a bag of pick and mix in the cinema, right? And me, who could have been taken away into one of their mental institutions and touched randomly all the time.
Ain't nobody touching you.
Yeah.
Dean, can we hear your side of that story?
Well, it's sort of true, but in my defence, I did. Well, we checked out the hotel early because it was so bad, and then when we got to the airport and all the flights were cancelled or delayed, when mine came up approved to go, I did say, and he won't admit this, I said I won't go, I'll stay. And he said, no, it'll be fine and you go. But then what really cheered me up is when I landed home, I had a video message of him being taken back to the same shitty hotel for another night.
Gosh. Honestly, it was the worst trip ever. It was awful. It was like, I couldn't believe it. I thought I'm 100% being mauled and raped. So we stopped in this hotel, right? It was horrendously bad. No one would speak English. There was wild animals wandering around everywhere, Dean.
Yeah, bird shit on the plates in the dinner hall where birds were flying around.
There were bird shit on your dinner. Like, we're in there, and anybody else around the world who was there at WAF at that time will tell you. And we got there, and we sat there, and there were birds flying around, and they were shitting on your dinner. Like, literally shitting on your dinner. Couldn't believe it. And me and Dean are just like
did it taste like beans and toast?
Beans and eggs and toast.
And fucking blood pudding.
Oh man, honestly, and it was that bad. It was like that bad, and we just couldn't wait to get away. I mean, like all the swimming attendants were dirty. Dean, weren't they? Were like stirring at young kids.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrendous, mate. It was horrendous. I mean, from start to finish, it was a terrible trip. And then obviously
it was meant to be all inclusive, all your food. I think I spent about £200 on Twixes.
Yeah, like chocolate bars, and like it was just bad. Man, Marvin Palmer wouldn't even take his pants off and like wear his shorts because he was scared of getting raped. And it was horrendous, wasn't it? Like it was genuinely terrible. And I remember on rightly when I'm up coach going to airport, I was so happy. Like I was like almost like oh, thank you God for getting us home and this, that, and other. And I realised that I'd obviously sinned. And then he delayed my flight for 24 hours. And when we got sent back on the coach, back to the same hotel I'd come from, I thought, that's it. That's me out, and I'm finished.
This section of the show was brought to you by the Turkish Tourist Board. Please come and visit soon.
Yeah, and that's where we are. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a day. So thank you so much for everybody in the chat. Dean, I'll give you a ring shortly. Thank you, Tim, for being the sole representative of the good old US of A. Thank you for everyone's super chats, questions, and being with us all this time. We love you, Spermies. And David, I love you for abusing Dan. Carolyn, thank you so much. Holly Stewart, Andy Beckett, that's the names I can see from here. And every single one of you, thank you so much. We're going to be pumping this out now all the time with 98, with Jordy and the rest of the squad. So thank you so much. Please buy your tickets. Get over to ARMGODS.com because this one is going to be absolutely mental. It's going to bring two amazing nations together. We're going to keep the peace. Well, for most of the time that we're together anyway, and I really can't wait. So good night, take care, and God bless.
Win a blast! Hey!
You all soon. Bye then.